All right, guys, so because it is cold and rainy today, and it's cold and it's rainy, and my blower motor makes this sound. I decided it's time to go ahead and give this joker a change. There's not a whole lot to it. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we're doing and then compare side by side new versus old. And then let's go ahead and get it changed. So this is the first gen Chevy S10. If you were looking at it straight on passenger side, at least in the US, passenger side, left side of the vehicle is where your blower motor is. There's your blower motor. This one has one hose that just sort of does that, and one plug that you just sort of unplug, and that's really the end of that. Not sure if it's picking up. There's all kinds of little shells and stuff, as if some sort of animal is living in there. On top of that, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7mm bolts. One of them does have this ground wire connected to it. So we need to take note of where the ground wire is. We're going to go ahead and take this out. I'm going to time lapse it, so you might got to watch me struggle. I did it! I conquered it. I conquered it. These two right here, them two put up a big old fit. And the one that the ground was on looks like it's done had its time. So it's going on top. The hole itself looks all right. I don't see any obstructions. I don't really feel anything in here. You're probably like, Chris, don't put your hand in there. But you know what? It's all right. Everything looks all right in there. Let's take a look at the motor side by side. Right, so new motor versus old motor. They seem to be about the same. Listen, if you can hear this. Definitely something winding up in there. As I thought there was going to be a little bit of ratness, it's really not that bad. It's really just a little bit of stuff. But the motor definitely sounds bad. New motor, let's listen in. All you can sort of hear is me turning it with my hand. Let's get the new one in. Take the old one to the scrap yard. These two screws that give me such a fit that were on the bottom, I know which ones they are. They're going on the top. That way, you know, we don't have such a fit. And then let's get them in and let's turn it on and see how it sounds. Okay, so although every single bolt is a 7mm, I did use a long socket, short socket, an extension, and a universal joint on my ratchet to get all of those in there, because them jokers was hateful. Last step, all we gotta do now, plug in, let me get rid of that one, plug in this guy, and then we are ready to give it a try. All right, let's give this thing a start up. Apparently it took a little bit more to get started than I thought, because it's still warm. Turn on our heat. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds like heat should sound. It's blowing right out of the floor. It's cold right now, but that will be warm shortly, and that sounds so much better than it did. So for about 20 to 30 minutes in my driveway in the cold rain, I was able to swap out the blower motors on a 1985 Chevrolet S10. Hope it helps. Thank you much.